I will praise you with my whole heart. Behold, the Lord's suffered will sing praises to you. And the second one is taken from the Philippians. Chapter 4, verse 4. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again I will say, rejoice. On behalf of our UTCC, United Telugu Christian Community, I would like to welcome you all to celebrate the 85th birthday of our pastor, Reverend Dr. Samuel Vallabdas. Hallelujah, glory to God. Father, thank you. Whenever we call upon you, you are in our midst right away. Because the Bible says where there are 2 or 3 people gathered in my name, here I am. Lord Almighty, you came from heaven to earth to show the way, from earth to the cross, to pay our debts, from cross to the grave, and grave to the sky. We will lift your name on high.
State Senator Napoleon Harris would like to recognize you for your service. He sent you a letter to say, I am pleased to know that you are celebrating your 85th birthday. As you celebrate your birthday with your family and friends, I hope you know that others are also celebrating your birthday and are grateful for the service you have given to your community and church. I know that they are looking forward to being able to celebrate many more birthdays with you. So we got a long way to go now. Enjoy your day and know that the example you have set over the years have been an inspiration to many. Sincerely, Napoleon B. Harris III. Stay simple.
Bishop Vallabdas, we just want to say God bless you on this 85th birthday. May you have many, many more. May the Lord strengthen and keep you.
On 85 years, particularly someone who's had an impact this far-reaching, it certainly puts politics in perspective. This is what is really important: community, church, faith, and obviously service. So thank you very much. I'm here as a candidate. I'm running for the Democratic nomination for Cook County Treasurer. I'm running to actually be the very first certified public accountant to serve in this office in at least the last 50 years. And it carries a really special meaning for me. My wife is Gujarati, and our little girl, they're home right now. And I work with my father-in-law in a firm that he started when he moved here with nothing. So to be in a community with so many other people who have built, not only for themselves, but for their families and for their faith community, it really is humbling. And that's why I won't go on and on and on about reasons to vote, although certainly if you are here to celebrate on a Saturday night, I'm very confident that you'll be out to vote as well. So thank you. And I really just want to say thank you for the opportunity. Reverend Dr. Vallabdas, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and it's such an honor to be here to be part of the celebration for Dr. Vallabdas. My name is Rishi Agrawal. I'm running for judge in Cook County. I'm running to be the first male Asian American elected to serve the county judge, and I'm running specifically in the 8th Sub-Circuit, which runs from about 2200 south to about 6500 north in the city in Chicago, and from about the lake to the river. So it's a big part of Chicago that we're looking to make this happen. Being here today, is really to build off of what Peter was saying. It really makes me think about service. It makes me think about my family history. And being a little boy, sitting in the car, listening to my parents tell me about what their parents and grandparents did for the independence movement in India. My grandparents and great-grandparents fought alongside Nehru and Gandhi and all of their forces. They were part of so much of the nonviolence movement, serving a couple of years in their life in jail because of the protests that they were involved with. They committed themselves to serving, committed themselves to the independence movement. After the independence movement was over, they had opportunities to seek leadership offices. They didn't do that. Instead, they went back to their communities, started their own organizations, and started to serve the community by raising money for schools and for the poor and doing so many meaningful things like that. As a little boy, that had a lot of impact on me. And I thought, how do I want to serve? Well, what is my path to service? And my path I thought was going to be through the rule of law and becoming a lawyer. I've had the opportunity to work at the Indo-American Center. We started in a new legal clinic there, which is now one of the most active legal clinics in the city. I've been working at the school at South Loop Elementary, where my kids go. I'm on the local school council there, involved in many of the activities. I had the opportunity to represent a member of our own community who was a victim of a hate crime a couple years ago. I've represented pro bono clients on a pro bono basis in domestic violence cases, and a number of other areas. That has been my path to service, and that, I think, is what we need more of from our judges. We need that kind of perspective of lawyers and attorneys who have not only had the great and important experience in the courtroom, but also that commitment to service and that perspective that brings when they come to the bench. And hopefully I can have that opportunity to bring that to the bench. Thank you very much.
Today's such a joyous occasion as we celebrate Uncle's 85th birthday. Uncle, you're so special to all of us. Wishing you a great and blessed 85th. Uncle arrived in Chicago in 1968 and joined the Cook County Hospital X-ray School. He was hired as an X-ray tech and was then the clinical instructor at the Cook County School of Radiology for over 24 years. In accordance to Uncle's history with Cook County, we have in our presence the head of the Cook County government, Ms. Toni Preckwinkle, to wish Reverend Vallabdas on this milestone birthday. Ms. Preckwinkle was drawn in politics at the young age of 16 when her high school in Minnesota invited her to work on the campaign of the first African American woman to run for the City Council of St. Paul, Ms. Katie McWatt. That experience stirred her interest in politics. Ms. Preckwinkle is the first woman president of the Cook County Board of Commissioners. She started her career as a school teacher, having taught in Chicago public schools for 8 years. She was also the alderman for the 4th Ward of Chicago for 19 years. President Preckwinkle oversees a $5.2 billion budget providing services to over 5 million residents of Cook County. Public health and public safety are two of the cornerstones of the Cook County government. The crown jewels of the Cook County government is the John Stroger Hospital, which provides state-of-the-art health care, and the criminal justice system, in which President Preckwinkle has made major reforms to the jail systems. It is President Preckwinkle's credit that during the last 7 years, she has closed the debt gap by $2 billion. It is under Ms. Preckwinkle's dynamic leadership that for the first time in the history that the Cook County Hospital has turned from being in the red to the black. This turnaround was possible because of Obamacare's initiative, County Care, which brought in that much-needed revenue. Over the years in Chicago, Ms. Preckwinkle has endeared herself to the citizens of Cook County by rebuilding our economy, strengthening our schools, improving our healthcare system, and combating crime in our community. Her role as county president of the second largest county of the United States has had its fair share of challenges, but her bold reforms and dare-to-act approach made her America's Iron Lady with a warm and caring heart. The very fact that President Preckwinkle took time off her busy schedule today to be with us here show her warm personality. Actions speak louder than words. Thank you, President. I am proud to present to all of you a dedicated leader of more than 3 decades who has worked to implement major reforms reshaping the Cook County government. By tightening fiscal responsibility, innovative leadership, improved services, and accountability, I present America's Iron Lady, Cook County Board President Toni Preckwinkle.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you very much for that kind introduction. I appreciate it. You know, I'm grateful to be here to be part of a celebration for someone who's still with us. Because one of the things that happens in public life is you go to a lot of funerals. And I'm very grateful to be invited to celebrations for the living. So thank you. I'm also grateful to Dr. Vallabdas because he served for 25 years in Cook County government. He's had quite a life.
You're being my boss.
He's had quite a life as a public servant and now as a shepherd of a flock. I really appreciate the good work that he's done in the community, the good work that he's done on behalf of the people of Cook County, and I wanted to be sure to be here to celebrate with you and to thank him for his service. A resolution of the Board of Commissioners of Cook County, Illinois, sponsored by Toni Preckwinkle, President of the County Board of Commissioners, celebrating the birthday of Reverend Dr. Samuel Vallabdas. Whereas Reverend Dr. Samuel Vallabdas arrived in the city of Chicago on March 1st, 1967, and started working in a Walgreens pharmacy as a sales clerk from 1967 to 1969, and whereas thereafter he joined the Cook County Radiology Technology Course to become a certified X-ray technician, and whereas he was employed in Cook County Hospital in 1969, was promoted to clinical instructor for X-ray technicians from 1974 until 1993, when he retired to pursue the ministry full-time. Whereas he was one of the co-founders of the Indian Christian Fellowship Church, established in Chicago in 1971, and whereas in 1974, Reverend Dr. Samuel Vallabdas had the vision to establish the Indian Telugu Christian Church in the United States, and whereas he graduated with a Master's of Theology from Garrett Theological Seminary in 1975, and under his leadership made history by purchasing the United Methodist Church at 1049 South Euclid Avenue in Oak Park, Illinois, and whereas for the past 44 years he's developed and strengthened the church in Oak Park, whereas he has initiated several projects, including the annual Holy Convocation Church of Planning in Surangal Village in Telangana, State of India, and fostering several pastors both at the IMTMC and in India, and whereas he was conferred a Doctorate of Divinity in 1995 in recognition of his selfless service and outstanding leadership in promoting interfaith unity for peace and harmony, and whereas along with his wife, he's been a beacon of hope and a guiding force to several thousand members of the South Asian American community. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Tony Preckwinkle, President of the Cook County Board of Commissioners, on behalf of the residents of Cook County, congratulate Dr. Samuel Vallabdas on his 85th birthday and wish him continued happiness and good health. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to honor you, President Tony.
Thank you. Thank you.
On behalf of UTCC, United Telugu Christian Community, Cook County President, please, we will honor with a shawl.
Oh, thank you.
of Cook County also.
Well, thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's an honor for the Kennedy family to be here tonight. My niece Sarah, Chris's daughter, is here. Can you stand up, Sarah, and Vicky, my wife? And I'd just say very quickly, probably as many of you know, virtually no Indians were allowed into the United States between 1920 and 1965. And the act that was changed to allow Indians to come here, I think, could you raise your hand if you came after, or your family came after 1965? Everybody. So that was an act that Senator Kennedy pushed through the Congress of the United States. And it really changed the face of America and made it so much better. And I'm so grateful that you guys are all here. It's just awesome. We have my uncle, Senator Kennedy, who pushed through that bill, used to say that that there was a special bond between Indians and the Irish, and that had to do with the British domination of both of our countries, and the fact that both of our countries suffered through terrible famines. Both of us lost more than 1 million people directly because of the British actions. And those famines did two things. They drove a bunch of us to come to America, and they made us value family and faith more than anything else. And I think that's why we're here tonight, and say thank you to you, and thank you everyone for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the ranking member of the United States Congress, the Honorable Raja Krishnamurthy. Please put your hands together.
Good evening. Baunara. I'm Baunamu. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for allowing me a few words of your precious a few moments of your precious time to address you. I want to observe those 3 rules of public speaking. Be short, be sweet, and be gone. I heard it put another way, which is that every great speech has a beautiful beginning, a memorable end, and very little in between. But I want to just make 3 simple points and then let you continue with this beautiful celebration. First of all, I want to say a special thank you to the Multi-Ethnic Advisory Task Force for hosting and gathering everybody here today. Can you give them a big round of applause? I want to say a special thank you to my good friend, Congressman Danny Davis, whose task force has been convened here tonight. Of course, Reverend Dr. Vallabdas and First Lady Saguna Vallabdas. Can you give them a big round of applause? Mr. Vijender and Joyce Doma, Mr. Johnson and Mrs. Malini Sukha, Mr. Kishore and Mrs. Padma Mehta, and all of you for coming here today. I see a lot of candidates. They knew where they should be, and they're here in the right place. They're at the right time. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
Second point I want to make today is there's something fitting about Dr. Vallabdas being celebrated today and his birthday, his 85th birthday, falling in this season of Lenten reflection. As you know, Happy Lent. And one of the activities that folks during Lent engage in is inner reflection, looking inside themselves, looking at others. And I think this is especially appropriate given that Dr. Vallabdas has done all of these things throughout his life. He's been looking at others, looking within others, not only in his current job, but as an X-ray instructor at Cook County Hospital many decades ago. And so he is especially adept at trying to find what it is that is at the essence of the meaning of life. And to me, what he has taught to people and lived through example is that life is about love. Life is about love. Are you with me on that? And I've heard so many stories of him living this example of love by helping others, whether it's helping others get a job, or helping others with immigration problems, or helping others with their health problems, or helping others with their family situations. The point is this: if there's anything that we should take away from Dr. Vallabdas' life, it's that we ourselves should practice that love that is at the essence of who he is. Are you in agreement? And so I just close with my third and final point, which is this. Dr. Vallabdas' life of achievement and giving shows how much one person can mean to so many others. You know, this is the first church that was owned outright by the Indian American community. Outright. No debt. And the reason that happened is because Dr. Vallabdas put his own family's money into purchasing this sanctuary. His own money. I see Chief Dr. Vijay Prabhakar back there, as usual, orchestrating arrangements but never taking the credit. And, you know, Chief, I was thinking to myself, there's this saying that it's not about the number of years in your life, it's the amount of life in your years. And in Dr. Vallabdas' 85 years, he's accomplished more than what others in many lifetimes have been able to accomplish. And so I just close with my favorite saying, which is that yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. And so I'm just honored and blessed to share just a few moments of your precious time as we celebrate the lifetime of really someone who's singularly important in the life of our community, whether you're Telugu or not, Dr. Vallabdas has been a meaningful and essential member of our broader community. And so with that, I just want to say happy 85 years and happy many, many more years to come, because today is such a special day, and I can't wait to celebrate your 100th year in this sanctuary. Are you with me? Thank you so much, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy and the host committee, including Dr. Vijay Prabhakar, Johnson Sukha, Vijayendra Doma, Ravi Pulukuri, please join us as a congressman. This is truly unprecedented recognition by the ranking member of the United States Congress to honor our very own distinguished octogenarian, Reverend Bishop Vallabdas Garu. And this is, I think, is historic in all its essence. Having congressmen honoring Reverend Vallabdas is truly a historic achievement by itself. And truly by saying that, I request now Raja Krishnamurthy to honor Reverend Vallabdas Garu with a shawl.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Ramesh Gonu and Mitra, please come here.
I'm not going to preach. I'm going to give thanks for every one of you who have come to make this my 85th birthday as a unit in my life. In my life, I have experienced the hardest job that anyone can do is be a pastor. It is not an easy job. It is the hardest one. I can tell all my problems only to God. But when you have problems, you come to us, to the pastoral council, and guide you and pray for you. But the pastor, all he can do is whatever comes, good or bad, he has to take it to the Lord. That's what I was doing all my life, and God has been good to me. Many times when I say anytime thanks to somebody, that's how long you are going to live. I said, God closed the door for me. Until He opens the door, I won't go anywhere from here. So that's the way I am living every day and doing the Lord's work. I see so many people who have come to celebrate and join with me to celebrate my birthday, and I never thought I'm going to have this kind of celebration for me, because I believe in Urdu there is a word saying "Neki karo adayam dao." That means whenever you help somebody, whenever you do good things, don't expect anything back. It's like do the good thing, throw it in the river, and it will go away. It will never come back to us. So that's how I was all the time doing how the Lord was guiding me. It's a blessing. It's a happiness when you do something good for others. The strength comes only when you give, not when you take. When you take, you become a slave. When you give, you become a master. Remember that. So do the good thing in the name of God. God will help you and give you the long life. 2 months ago, I went to my cardiologist, and he examined me. He said, it looks like you're going to live 100 years. And my wife was smiling, and she So it's a blessing to live. None of us want to die. Even though we go through so many troubles, so many struggles in our life, but we still want to live. Even the devil is attacking in many ways to us, and we still want to live. I thought I won't be here today. Yesterday, I had to drive 200 miles. I drove 200 miles yesterday, 4 hours. Yesterday, I missed the dialysis. I went this morning at 5 o'clock to have my dialysis. And I came home. As soon as I was opened the door, I heard the voice, somebody's crying. And I opened the door, I was looking, there was my wife lying on the bed. She could not even get up from the bed. And I tried to help her, and she was screaming. So I immediately called the ambulance. Ambulance took her to the hospital this morning. And she was there for 3 or 4 hours. Then my interview, we brought her home. Now I thought if she won't be here today, she is with us here. God has a purpose for each one of our lives. Pray, honor God. Then everything will go smooth. No enemies can attack you. Nothing can stop your life. You will enjoy your life. Give first preference to God. Your money cannot come with you, or you cannot do with them. We all came alone with nothing, and we gotta go with nothing. We cannot take anything with us. So as long as we are living, do the good thing that you will carry with you, and that will remember the people will remember your name. Kennedy was my favorite president when I was in the scout camp. That's where I heard that Kennedy was killed. And we all in the scout camp, we cried and we prayed. Why good people are taken away so? Maybe there is a purpose. God has some purpose. We do not understand. But we have to still keep on doing the good work. God has shown us. God came into this world as a human being. He lived like a human being. And He died on the cross for all of us. And we are living. So that is the hope for each and everyone who believes in the Lord Jesus Christ. We are the believers of Jesus Christ. Do the good work so that people may remember us. Our bad things nobody will remember, but good things, when we do, people remember us. I am standing here with so many people. One day I came to the church, no one was there. I came prepared with my message and everything. I had the bulletin. I stood here. I followed the bulletin by myself. No one was there. Then my message was to all the churches. That's the way I was trying to be obedient to the Lord. And God is giving me that long life. Obey God. We cannot live without breath. With breath, we can live long. Breath is the Jesus Christ. That's what we have to understand. So without we believe spirit. So without the spirit, without the breath, we cannot live. So that's what we have to understand and be obedient to the Word of God and live. And I see so many new people have come, and especially I thank the UGCT and also the American Multi-Ethnic Group for organizing this occasion, and they have taken their time, and it is not easy to house this kind of celebration. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of patience, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money. So it is that they have taken their time and organized. I especially thank all of them. I know there are so many dignitaries are here, and I thank all of them. Father Bogdan, Peter Graffy, Chris Kennedy, and Vicky Kennedy, Kennedy daughter Chris Kennedy, Pastor Ole, and T.C. Ravan, Pastor, and all the people who have given the testimony. Maybe there's I don't know, I may not be worthy to hear all that, but it's what I am. I think that's what they have shared. I thank them. And also I never expected Tony Quingo for coming and being and gave me a proclamation, and Reverend Thomas, who is also here, who is a good friend of mine from long time. I always look at him, he was my pastor. He does, whenever he comes to the pulpit, he doesn't care for the people. He just gives what the Word of God tells him to do, whether they like it or not. So he preaches the Word of God, and that's where I learned so many things from him. Not to be afraid to say the good things which can help others. So I thank you, Tom, for your encouragement and for your time you have given me. And Reverend Congressman Dan Davis, he is maybe he's coming or maybe he's stuck with some other business, but I always respect him, honor him, and he always talks to me nicely as a friend, not as a boss or a congressman. He always talks to me just like a friend. I do appreciate, and God bless you. And also you have seen Raja Krishnamurti is another US congressman, and whenever he comes, sees me in a group, he comes and says hello to me. That shows that he recognizes me. So I thank him, and God bless him. And also like N.J. Prabhakar, who was a good friend of mine, he went to India, and he came back last week, and he is in the country, and he called me and he said, I wrote about you, about your family, and I want to send that to you. I said, I don't have time for all that, but you can give it to Thomas. Thomas can read it. So that's what Kamala read about my history. It is, well, if I have forgotten anyone, so please forgive me, and especially the people UPCC committee members, all of them have done a good job, and God bless you and keep up the good work. I will be at your side praying for you and assist you whatever way I can. And God bless you and all the musicians. Thank you for coming, Sam. Without your composition of the tune, my songs would have been sung by anyone. I know every year God leads me to compose the song on the theme of the Holy Convocation. I think I have about 25, 30 of them. Every time I give it to Sam. Sam composes the tune. So it is a blessing to have it. And also that we Veena is our church Nightingale. She always comes for any time we have that song, she will sing those songs and teach other people. And as Mirai sang a special song that also I composed, and one of our friends, he composed the tune in India and sent it to Mirai, and Mirai taught that song to all our choir. So this is the way, keep on things going on. And another great woman in midst of all is Emma Kotla. Emma Kotla is a big supporter for our Holy Convocation, and many times, even though she is sick, she comes. And if I have forgotten anyone, please forgive me. And may God bless you, and may God use you, and may God give you the good health and long life. I'll be praying for all of you, and I'm sure God will listen and give you the good health. One more thing, I know already a couple of people have given the gift for me. God gave me the gift, everything I need. I've enjoyed everything on the earth that God created for human beings. I don't need it. But one thing I'll put before you. In Hyderabad, in my village where I was born, that's called Suranga. And in that village, my father first went to that village and started the ministry. And when he went to that village, the whole village was all Hindus. Only 2-3 families were the Muslims. And when he went and preached in that village, they caught hold of him and they tied to the pole in front of the kacheri, that is, it's a police station. They tied him, and he was singing. In Telugu there is a song, Saksham Vichada, Saksham Vichada. So that's the song. He was saying, I will give witness, I will give testimony about Jesus Christ. So he was there for 3 days on that pole. And the 3rd day, my dad was still singing, it was raining, in the rain, and suddenly, whoever was doing against my father on that night, his son was in the field. In the night, snake bit him and he died. The whole village left him and went to see that boy in the field. Then there was no one, he was singing, and then a poor man came and untied him from the pole and left him free. From that onwards, he never left that village. In a Methodist conference, they usually transfer them every 3 years. He never wanted to go leave that village, so he stayed. Then the missionary said, if you don't listen to us, we cannot pay you salary. So my father did not take the salary. And it is not built with bricks or stone. It is built with the mud walls. And on the ceiling, there was only the grass was upon it. Gatti lateral. So that's how he built it. So when I came here in the second year, there was heavy rains and the whole building fell down. My dad wrote me and said, I don't know why God has taken my church. Instead of taking me, he has taken the church. Then I sent some money and rebuilt it. And with the brick walls and on the asbestos sheets on the ceiling. Now it's almost more than 50 years. Now that is under the collapsing condition. So what I'm going to do is now, we have talked to some people. See, we are going to have a celebration of my birthday. I know many of you, when you go for a birthday party or any party, you will give the gifts. I'm sure you have something in your own mind, but whatever you give, that's how I'm going to send it back to the church. It is in Sarangal village. It's about 15 miles from Hyderabad. That's about 8 miles from Shamshamir's airport. It's almost like in the city, but the people are poor people, so we have to build it. So if God leads you, please don't give it to me, but in that church you want to build it. If God leads you, generously give, God will bless you. This is what I'm going to do. Before God calls me, I want to see that it is done. So please pray about it and let us join together and at least put a brick in that. Put one brick. You know, when we bought the church, that's how we did. If you look on those benches and the names of the person who gave the donations, their names are there behind it in those benches. So that's what I am going to do, the same thing over there. Whoever gives, and I am going to ask them to put their names in the church. So please remember it and do it generously. And I personally thank each and every one of you for coming and being with us to celebrate my birthday. May God bless you, may God be with you. And for this gift, you can give it to Johnson Sukha or Vijayendra Doma or Kamalaka Modi. So please give them generously so that we can set that Chicago Indian Mission Value Methodist Church have donated and the church will be on our name. And God bless you and thank you for coming and being with us. I know we have a dinner and join us for the dinner and let's enjoy and go with your blessing. My blessing to you, all of you. God be with you.
On behalf of UTCC, United Telugu Christian Community, please, all the committee members, join me as we felicitating Bishop Garu.
Our great God and our loving, living, eternal, Heavenly Father, Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, giver of all good things, source of all eternal blessing, all good and perfect things come from you. We thank you for this great occasion whereby we come and celebrate a life and legacy of our dear friend, to a place of refuge and protection and guidance. Thank you for walking with him and talking with him along life's narrow journey. As he celebrates his life, Lord, we pray that thou stretch forth thy unseen divine hand and bless him from the top to the bottom and give him many more years of excellence and encouragement, enthusiasm and efficiency, that he will take his life, move forward with vivaciously, helping others and to preach the unadulterated gospel with power. We pray for his wife Sugana and his entire family and this church and all the dignitaries that are here to wish him well. We pray that thou bless us the remaining of this time of fellowship downstairs and bless the food as we are about to receive and bless it and sanctify it. And as we, after the scrumptious meal, as we go home, take us to our destination safely. Until we come back again, keep us under thy wing. We thank you for hearing and answering. In Jesus' precious name we pray. All of us say amen. Amen. Now may the blessing of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and the sweet communion of the Holy Spirit be with us now and forevermore. Let us all say amen. Amen.